Good afternoon, comic book fans. Welcome back to Ka-Pow Comics. I'm your no Shorty, and it's New Comic Book Day tomorrow. But we have comic books today, yay! And we've got a lot of them. But really, we do not have as much as I was expecting, simply because stuff that was missing 2 weeks ago, where we had the exact quantities that were missing, the full titles, cover information, and order codes for specific items, they still have not been processed. Or I think some of them have been processed today. This is just to put it in context when people come and say, "Oh, can you just order me such and such?" And I usually just say no. I hate to say it, it's not that it's impossible for me to, but the amount of effort to put into it and the fact that it's taken 2 weeks for what should be an easy one to get through, genuinely just think it's easier to wait until I've got my system up and running and I can actually put the orders myself and know it's been processed. Now, apparently in the States, Previews World is looking better. It doesn't necessarily have full functionality yet, but that means something is working. And hopefully that means the retailer sites will go back online for the UK soon as well. I know it's not going to be today because we've been sent our previews order forms for everything that's coming out January and beyond, and I'm having to do it all on spreadsheets, which I have not done in years. And my own information for this isn't on spreadsheets either. Otherwise, I could, very easily click and find it. What I have is, yeah, I say some of it is working. I use League of Comic Geeks for my orders. For my customers, it gives them freedom to actually modify their own orders. Technically, I can access all that as spreadsheets, but it doesn't come out in the same format that Diamond want it, and it doesn't have the DC order codes because that's only for UK stores, and League of Geeks is not a UK website. So it's still a lot up in the air, but we're getting there. Stuff is getting slightly better. I got an invoice for my stuff on Friday, kind of, the semi-invoice without full details, but I got something. That is way better than it has been. So, with that air of intense positivity about the future, let's get started on what we've got in today. Start with, just so I can move it slightly out of the way, we have Pokemon Sword and Shield Fusion Strike booster pack. Basically, people ask for Pokemon stuff a lot from us. We can't get a lot of it in because we're a small local comic book store, but we are getting what we can. And that is it for Pokemon, though. Now we're going to do graphic novels and manga before we move on to anything else, because there's a lot of these. Starting with X-Men Legends, volume 1, I think, because, it's just started. Has been ordered for somebody. The first, or two, Reign of X books. Give me a second to get both of those together, because, again, these have been ordered for people. We have Reign of X, Volume 5 and Volume 6. Both arrived at the same time. They're going in the post later on today. And I think for the most part now we're on to just things in store. Spencer's Sinister War, his final thing with Spider-Man, which is very, very cool. Star Wars, War of the Bounty Hunters, which I think is specifically the War of the Bounty Hunters mini, not all the stuff that's crossed over into it. I would need to look into it. There's a lot of weird Star Wars stuff going on that I'm not following. From Stefan Sejic, I've never been 100% sure how to pronounce it. I've only ever seen it written down, never heard them say it out loud. But we have their latest fine print. Which looks to be some kind of thing about having pacts with demons and the like. And it being Stefan Sejic is almost certainly going to be for the grown-ups. A nice little hardback here. I'm going to say hardback. We've got a few of these coming up. This one is Megatropolis, Book 1. I love the fact that looks very Art Deco, but this is a 2000 AD book. I imagine it's going to get horrible inside there. I have a customer who gets all the 2000 AD stuff. He gets first refusal on that. If he doesn't want it, I will have a spare. Right, let me pull a couple more out of order here. Because we have Immortal Hulk Great Power, which I think is the Immortal Hulk side stories that came out. Immortal Hulk Great Power, The Threshing Place, Flatline, and Material from Time of Monsters. So basically if you've got the 10 volumes or whatever, this is the side stories that can tie in, kind of not necessary 100%, but you can have them. And Black Knight, Curse of the Ebony Blade. This one is Spuria, and I did want to read it, but it sold out when it came in, so I might be flicking through that myself later on. Sorry, I'm doing this weird order here because I'd stack them up any way I could. We have the Marvelverse Hawkeye and Marvelverse Spider-Man. These appear to be kind of random collections. Just bits and pieces, these are some of his most spectacular tales, these action-packed adventures. They are, but just small wheel of volumes, £9, $8.99 each. So they're kind of priced for people to come and pick up and try them out. I think it's basically the intent is to get people to read it when they might not usually have done. Even grabbing like a standard Spider-Man trade is like £15-16. So yeah, a bit cheaper is good. Let's put this slightly in a different place. Right, so I'm going to have to do slightly out of order now. In fact, let's put those there and put those there. We'll get to manga last. But big heavy hardbacks now. Once and Future, first volume. Volume 1 of the big deluxe hardback. £45 UK. Honestly, I've done something weird here because Once and Future is one of our most popular series, and I've only ordered one of this very expensive hardback. Simply because I imagine most people in this store who want Once and Future from Mr. Gillen and Mr. Mora have already got it. But also out this week is Something Is Killing the Children Deluxe Hardback Volume 1, of which I've ordered 4 of. Basically because this is really, really popular out in the world, but only one of my regulars is down for it. And I kind of feel that a lot of people may have missed out. Excuse me, I've seen how much some of the prices go for it. Might be like, well, for the price of one back issue, I can spend $37.99 and get a whole pile in one go. Sensible way of doing it. We've got them in. If you need them, shout out. These are not the ridiculously expensive slipcase ones that I've seen people selling on eBay for like hundreds of pounds. They are just regular collections of stuff. A few more trades now because that's slightly out of order. Amazing Spider-Man What Cost Victory, which is, I think, Nick Spencer's actual last ongoing. Guardians of the Galaxy Al Ewing, We're Superheroes, third volume of that. Hill House Comics The Plunge in paperbacks, we had the hardback in for a while. And Dreaming Waking Hours from G. Willow Wilson. Actually, good things about this one. Wouldn't mind giving it a check out at some point. Final big hardback, John Ridley, The Other Cities Universe. This is absolutely brilliant. I highly recommend it. You genuinely get to see John Ridley kind of growing as a writer throughout it. His early comic book stuff didn't really impress me, I hate to say. It was okay, but he was clearly a guy not used to writing in that style. What he did in that is basically take his prose stories and then get something really good to illustrate behind them. And that worked, and I think it kind of showed him what you can do with pacing and layout, and it gave him way better ideas for when he did I Am Batman, which is working and is much better. On to manga now. After weeks of not having much manga at all, to start with, we have How to Draw Manga for Your Furries. Apologies there. Basically, we get asked for how to draw manga stuff a lot. When everything's available, we get them in. I'm not entirely sure if the furries might be a little bit too niche for a lot of people, but we've got it if you want. Other things, though. Attack on Titan, Volume 34. These should all be new ones in, by the way. Assassin's Creed Blade of Xiaojun, Volume 2. Dragon Ball Super, Volume 14. This one has been ordered, but we generally get stuff in like this so people know we can order it because we don't get much 7C manga in. It's a wee bit more expensive than the regular stuff, but Boy Meets Maria, we have got in for somebody and can get it in for you. Yakuza Lover, Volume 2. Sealed up, and I don't think there's a trading card in there, so we all know why that's sealed up. The Girl from the Other Side, Volume 11. Chainsaw Man, Volume 6. We really should start ordering more of these because we never, ever get enough, and then they sell out and we can't get them back in stock. But it's a lot of money buying in, like, bulk manga. One Punch Man 23 used to be one of the most popular things we sell. Now, we'll struggle to get rid of those two in the next few weeks. What is still really popular, My Hero Academia. That is Volume 29. They've put the volumes in really small in the top corner there, like the boxes in comic books. And Blue Exorcist, which is now Volume 2, but still keeping the same numbering, number 26. And yeah, that's a lot of manga. Move these around without knocking anything else off. Right, we have a couple of bits of merch now, one of which will probably come as no surprise to anyone who saw the thumbnail I picked, because we have this bad boy. It's huge, is what it is. We were hoping to get a chase from it, but they're totally random, so we just ordered 2, and we got 2. But we do have 2 of them in stock and available. Sadly, a little bit of cardboard has been damaged in transit there, which is unfortunate, but I don't think that will stop people who want it. They do look amazing. I'm going to just move these to one side so I can get everything else done, because they're too big to leave lying around. Manga is going to get rid of it. It already is, mate. It's one of the things that manga is, well, we're suffering a bit of a shortage simply because there is a global increase in manga interest. During the lockdowns, a lot of people who were like, oh, who's got time to read all of One Piece? So I'm like, well, I've got time to read all of One Piece and various other huge ongoing manga things. and people have been then delving into it and seeing what else is out there. It's not just us. Ask any bookshop or any comic book shop; they'll tell you interest has been way up at the moment. Throw that in with the paper shortages, and that means stuff is just not getting kept in print as long, or not going straight back to print as quickly. So everyone is running out of it. Other things we've got in there. A little Beanie Baby Black Panther. I'm fairly sure I ordered this like years ago, and it's already just turned up. Who knows? I don't remember ordering it recently. A couple of action figures have been ordered for people. Transformers, Decepticon Sweep, and Bad Batch Tech. Both of those are for the same customer. They'll go in the back later on. And Candyman. This is Sherman Fields, one of the Candymen. I'm not 100% sure if this is the Candyman I actually ordered. I'm actually going to have to check with my supplier because I think I ordered 1157. I think I ordered that one. And it's kind of weird that this is the one I'm getting. So I will actually have to email and check what's going on with those, because it's not that I didn't want like any Candyman ones, but I wanted a specific one, and not getting it is a little bit of a pain in the neck. But anyway, nothing can be done about that just yet. Right, I'm going to shift you around a little bit, grab some comic books, don't go anywhere. I've got a couple of boxes of them, so bear with me. Okay, box one. It's kind of an average week for comic books, so I expect to be a lot of stuff, but we're not absolutely swamped. We've also got some local comic book day stuff in here, so there will be some interesting things. But starting with Amazing Spider-Man 79. Wasn't sure if we're going to get all this, but it did arrive in time, thank you. Aquaman Green Arrow Deep Target. Batman Reptilian issue 6, which I think is the last of those, maybe. Beyond the Breach from Aftershock, that's issue number 5. Black Hammer. Black Hammer Reborn, should I say. And I think I might be one short of this thing. I ordered 5 copies of it. Black Panther issue 1, which is John Ridley. So yeah, check out John Ridley's stuff. Oh, one of those has been damaged in transit. I might have to raise that as a shortage. Sorry. Back of house is not really important for you. Fear State Catwoman. I was fairly sure Fear State had finished. Maybe it just came out in the wrong order. Who knows? I've been enjoying it though. Critical Role, Tale of Alexandria, The Bright Queen, which is issue 2. DC versus Vampires issue 2. I think I should have had more of that, so I'll have to look into that one for you. Death of Doctor Strange issue 3, regular cover, which looks very, very cool. And then a variant cover, which is kind of cool, but not as cool as the regular one. Deathstroke Incorporated issue 3. Deathstroke on a unicorn, for reasons. Big one from Hickman, final issue of his Decorum. We have covers A and cover B. I think every one of these is reserved, though, or at least should be for people asking. It's been like a year since we took the order for that one. It's taken them a long time. Detective Comics, 1045, regular and variant. All those should be reserved for people, along with Dungeons and Dragons Mindbreaker. Issue 4 of Echoland, still thoroughly enjoying this one, and its strange format is very interesting. Fate of the Flash, but actually just the Flash, regular and variant. I like the variant. It feels like it's, well, to say it's gone a bit meta, yeah. It is literally a year since the last solicitation came out, so yeah, I'm not surprised. I haven't read the last 2 issues. I've got it from the start, but once the delay started kicking in, I just thought, you know what, it's only a miniseries. I'm going to wait until it's done and read it all at the same time. New one from Jim Mahood, which is a Jim Mahood Comics, Girl Scout Stone Ghost. One of those has been ordered for, so we have a spare. If you want to try out Jim Mahood, he is very, very cool indeed. Gunslinger Spawn issue 2, one of which is for me, so I can give that one a read. Make sure I don't bring out more than I need here. Harley Quinn from Riley Rossmo. I've been thoroughly enjoying that one, still to this day. Hellboy, The Silver Lantern Club, a couple of issues of that one. House O Slaughter, issue number 2. I think what we got last week was like the issue 1 second printing stuff, so we do have that. And then Hulk, brand new Hulk from Donny Cates and Ryan Otley. Hopefully we've got enough on this one, but if anyone's added it on recently, like in the last couple of weeks, we've not been able to add extras on. But we did get one variant in Under the Wire, the Peach Momoko one, for whoever ordered that one. Human Remains, issue number 3. Thoroughly enjoyable little read. Iron Man, issue 14 from Cantwell, regular cover plus a variant there, which is what variant? The Infinity Saga variant of all things. Just here. James Bond Himeros. Not entirely sure how to pronounce that one. Brian Michael Bendis doing his first thing for Dark Horse, Joy Operations. Stephen Byrne, good artist choice, good artist. Although that cover made me think of Jamal Campbell. Mind you, I've just been reading Farsight, so everything's making me think of Jamal Campbell. The guy can draw. Kiss for the person who loves their Kiss stuff. Right, on to the local comic book store stuff now. These are all like variants of regular covers. I think we are supposed to hold off on selling these until the 25th, 24th, maybe 24th. That'll be Wednesday. So yeah, sorry, available tomorrow like always. But we have the Regarding the Matter of Oswald's Body. I really enjoyed issue 1, and I like that cover. I like the totally minimal nature of it. Walking Dead Deluxe 27. Look, it's shiny. We don't really get anyone who gets The Walking Dead in, but we do get people who like strange variant covers. So there we go. Detective Comics 1045. Literally this one that came out earlier, and this is almost exactly the same as the regular variant. What's it? Regular? The cardstock variant. It's just shiny. And that's all the difference on that one. But you never know, somebody might really want it. Then, as we said earlier, got the Girl Scouts issue 1. This is the variant. One of these will be going to my Girl Scouts guy because he likes all the variant covers he can get hold of. And then an Ed Brubaker one, Friday. There's a subtitle, I can't remember what it is, something to do with Christmas. I can't remember the subtitle off the top of my head, though. But it does look interesting, and it is a local comic shop day exclusive. Special collector's edition. Now, I don't know if that means that it's like that cover is a special one, or if it's just you can only get it that comic by getting from a comic shop day. I don't know, but we've got it anyway. Marjorie Finnegan, Temporal Criminal, which is always fun to say, and I look forward to it every time. From Aftershock Comics, carrying on from their Miskatonic Mini, we have Even Death May Die, massive prestige format thing. These are brilliant, but please, we cannot fit them in comic boxes. Stop doing it. But I imagine there'll be somebody out there who does want those. Unfortunately, I think if you're down for Miskatonic, I don't think League of Geeks will automatically put you down for that one, so I'll have to do some research. Back in a second. Second and final box, and we're almost done because this one is only half full. Let's just reorganize so I can do this easily. Azzarello and Eduardo Riso is doing Moonshine, which always freaks me out that it's still going. Jeremiah Straczynski's Moths. I still to this day don't really rate him as a comic book writer, but what are you going to do? From Dynamite Comics, Nyx, which I imagine it ties into something else that Dynamite Comics is doing because that's how they make their money. Robin, do like that cover, very, very cool. Terry Moore's Serial, we've had the trade come out recently, and it's still an ongoing, so I like that one. Excuse me, Sleeping Beauties, number 8 from Stephen King and Owen King. And then his slightly less successful writer's son. Star Wars High Republic, Trial of Shadows, so a Star Wars spin-off of a spin-off, excellent. And a Star Wars, I think, one shot. Is that Noto on the cover? Yeah, Star Wars Life Day, yay. Stranger Things, Tomb of Ibwen, by Greg Pak, just for the people who ordered that one. The Superman fans now get their Superman 78 regular cover and a variant, which is that kind of nice mix of classic cover with the classic portrayal there. Really enjoyable. Symbiote Spider-Man Crossroads, which I always still, again, I'm like, that's still going. Task Force Z, Bane, go away. Zombie Bane, yay. With very, very cool variant cover there. I think they're all spoken for. Another one for me, which is one of my favorite things at the moment, that Texas Blood. Made it into my best of the year last year. And I'll be talking about my best of the year when this video's wrapping up. Thor ongoing, starting the new miniseries, God of Hammers. Of course he's not God of Hammers, he's God of Lightning. Time Before Time from Declan Shalvey. Feels like that's heading towards a conclusion, but I'm not 100% sure. The Transformers portion of the day. Oh, Transformers with flowers, how lovely. Regular ongoing, plus the Beast Wars side story, and the King Grimlock miniseries. Also from IDW, we have Usagi Yojimbo, part of the new series, not a reprint or a spin-off. For Vampirella fans, we have your regular Vampirella and your Vengeance of Vampirella both come on the same week, just to make my life easy, because the same 3 people get regular and Vengeance, so that's a nice easy job for me. Vinyl issue 6, I think that's finished on that one. But it has been a fun little romp. I think they're getting in trade. Wolverine, lovely cover there. Always looks good. And Wonder Woman Black and gold. We do have some X-Men Legends that they sent us, but I'm fairly sure they've already sent us these copies, and a mistake has meant we've been sent them twice. I'll have to check on that one. Yes. Oh, thank you. Right. So yeah, best of year. I've done this for a couple of years now. I'd started doing it when it was just a podcast, but the videos actually felt way more fun to do. I had to make a decision that I can no longer take anything new onto my best of the year list, simply because if anything comes out now, there's no guarantee issue 2 will come out. Yes, I have read The Rush. I absolutely love it. Simon Spurrier is fantastic. A second issue of anything else will come out that I read now when I'm already in the middle of doing my best of the year, which means I can't base it just on a single issue. I want to. There's a couple on there which are like tentatively there because issue 1 was so damn good, and I'm hoping number 2 is going to carry it on. But there's no real way I can justify like interrupting and changing my order around at the last minute because something else gets added on. So everything that's on my best of the year list has already been read, and I've got not only that, but an almost run as well. Basically, an honorable mention list. Stuff that for one reason or another didn't quite make it to the final cut. What I also don't do is I don't do it as a top 10 or a top 12. I don't pick an arbitrary number. I don't do one per month because sometimes there'll be 3 amazing books in a month and then 2 months in a row when nothing good comes out that I like. So it is a bit random. I think there's 14 this year that I've picked, and I think about 9 on the honorable mentions list. I'll do one separately for the honorable mentions, and then we'll do the best of the year countdown, 1 a day. I'm closed on Sundays, so you won't get a video on the Sundays, but I will be opening up on Mondays in December, so you will get a couple on them. And then the last one, the best thing I've read all year, will be revealed on Christmas Eve, which will be fun because Christmas Eve, people who don't know who are not my regular customers, who only watch these videos for the reviews and stuff like that. Christmas Eve is basically my time to invite some of my very good regular customers and friends into the shop, and we have a little tipple, usually some rums and some whiskies, and basically I have not had anything to drink for the past 6 months. I basically cut down after drinking far too much during the lockdown and getting quite unhealthy as a result of it. So it's going to be pretty much my first drink in half a year. So if I do my review of the best thing I've read, it's either going to be very early in the day, and it's going to be a nice, cool, calm, relaxed video of me saying how amazing this comic book is, or it'll be quite late in the day and I'll be slurring my words ever so slightly. So you've got that to look forward to, people at home. But for today, that's everything. Looking at how much new stuff we've got coming in that I need to do reviews, I think I'm going to be able to do it just on like Wednesday, Thursday, Friday for this week. So there'll probably not be another video by the time I'm done today. But if YouTubers also fancy TikTok, you can go and find a Ka-Pow Comics UK on TikTok, and I do even shorter versions. Basically, really speak very quickly and cut out any chafe. So basically, get 3 minutes worth of review of a comic book, but it means you can just do it on your phone nice and quickly and get it out of the way. The YouTube channel, even though I generally keep my reviews to 5 minutes, which is still very, very short, it feels like you're getting like the bonus features of my reviews. You get extra content for being on YouTube, even though effectively what you get is just slightly clearer words because I'm not rushing as much. But there you go. That's it for me today. I'll be back tomorrow. Until then, look after each other, everyone. Stay safe. Bye.